1.
Have you seen Star Wars Part 1?
Yes, I've seen them
Okay.
all.
Who is Darth Vader?
Darth Vader?
Dark.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, who is he?
He was the guy in the dark helmet and the dark cape and the dark mask.
Who is he?
Who is he?
Who is he?
Who is he? He's from New Jersey. You know who
Stan,
he is.
whose father is he?
His father
Is Darth
Izee.
Vader?
Luke-
Is he?
Isn't Luke?
Izee.
Isn't Luke's father Darth Vader?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually you're right.
Who is he?
Who is he?
Is he?
Is he? Who
Izee.
is he? Is he?
But who's the new villain? What's his name?
You know, I can't recall his exact name, but you'll
Is he?
recognize him. You'll see how it plays out. They just introduce you to the character. You don't become too familiar with his name. You sort of recognize that he's taking after, you know,
What?
You know who?
Darth Vader.
Oh, Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
How about Luke Skywalker? Is he in the movie?
I don't want to give that away.
He has to be.
How about Layla?
Layla's in the movie. too. It's not Layla, it's Leia.
Oh, Layla.
Carrie Fisher.
You don't want to give it away to the fans at home?
Carrie Fisher's in it, and Harrison Ford is also in it. Harrison Ford.
Like your brother's name?
Right.
Harry, son, Ford.
Right.
Oh, Harrison Ford.
So what's the villain's name?
It's not pronounced. You'll see how it plays out in the film.
Who's the main hero? What's the main hero's name?
Protagonist?
Yeah,
He is a protagonist, the main hero.
the main hero. What's his name?
The MH. The MH. Stan, look over here. Look to the right, Stan.
Portrayed by an African
Stan,
American.
look to the right.
Oh, he's the English
Stan,
guy.
don't turn your
Stan.
head.
Stan, what's the character's name though?
Stan,
Portrayed by an African American.
Stan, don't turn your head. No, look straight. Turn your eyes to the right. Turn your eyes to the left. Simon didn't say.
So I know he's an African American, Stan. That's not the question. What was the character's name? What was the young woman's name?
You know, it's interesting that you say that. You have to look at the credits to really figure out who's who. But the movie is so.
Yeah.
The characters' portrayals are so obvious that
Okay.
you know the characters. You don't necessarily get their names right away. You
Okay.
have to-
So what's the main plot?
Well, it's your typical Disney film. You have a protagonist and an
No. What's the plot? What happens?
Hey Sue, you know what I didn't see? That little bag that I paid for. The cheeses.
Gosh,
I asked you.
it's on
You
the
said
tip of my
yeah.
tongue, but I can't quite reach it.
What was the last question?
So you don't know what happened in the film?
I do know what happened. I'm just
So-
trying to think of the
I got,
term that
I got
they use.
berries for Tola.
How does this relate? Put your hand down.
Berries for you. And
How does this relate to the
cheese.
film?
I don't know. It looks good though.
No, but
I don't know.
make a connection,
I'm too chicken to talk about it right now.
please.
Don't get fried.
I'm too chicken to talk about it. Seriously.
Wing it, Stan. Wing it.
Really, yeah.
Stan,
Charlie, you beat me like a drumstick. Seriously.
remember, Stan. It's good to be oily, not late.
Okay, Charlie, I get it.
You keep me abreast of the situation.
Charlie, there was this, like, you know, some kind of a breathing breathalyzer thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Stan, now back to from the fried chicken to, what is the plot of this Star Wars? Give me just the beginning of it. Tell me what happens.
Spoiler?
Oh, yeah, the Kardashians.
Oh, the Kardashians.
People in the white armor, they have a name. I don't know if they're the Force of it or it's really weird because I can't say it off of the tip of my tongue.
It looks like Bruce.
I forget what they call themselves.
And Kate.
There's a term for that, but I can't remember.
Yeah, and what happens?
It's bizarre. It looks like Bruce.
Well, the antagonists land on the planet, I think, and they sort of force the action on the protagonist.
Everything except
That's it?
But I might not be giving you an accurate description.
Anti
I
what?
think you have to see it better than I describe it because
Okay.
there's terminology
All right.
that they use in the
Oh, they have
film
Four.
that I'd like to tell you about, but I can't quite remember the term that they used
Well, let me ask you
for
this.
the protagonist.
Have you seen the first Star Wars film?
Yes.
And what was the plot of
Yeah, the
that?
whole thing. That's what, because my thesis is my roommate is gay.
Well,
He said no. He's not
obviously
gay.
it was
Yeah.
He's okay. He doesn't
to
like
battle
it.
Darth
He
Vader.
doesn't like anybody. This is what he
That
said.
was Darth Vader was the
Yeah, but what was the actual plot?
He was happy
well to conquer Darth Vader to
No.
put an end to his regime.
No, that wasn't it.
Yeah, they're not.
Is he
They're not.
transgender?
No, they're
What
not.
was it?
I don't know.
Who were the main protagonists?
So he starts talking about poor people. I
Um,
don't like poor people.
Oh,
So you gotta do something.
well, Harrison Ford plays a part.
Yeah, and what was his name?
And his
Han
friends
Solo.
Right, and who else?
talking about.
yeah. They don't want to be poor.
No, no, no.
Princess
This is
Leia.
what he says.
Who?
He
Princess
goes,
Leia.
Yeah, and who else?
You know,
And
I learned early in my
Chewie,
life
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
if somebody needs
And,
a hand, they're always going to be dependent on you.
I think you have to see it to be able to identify with what's going
And who else? Who plays an older man
Like that.
who gives?
I've got it.
I don't believe
The
in charity.
protagonist is the Resistance.
I don't believe
They're the protagonists.
Uh-huh.
Caitlin.
And the Resistance in this recent movie
Kate.
is trying to fight the
No, I don't care about that.
Darth Vader group or the descendants of Darth Vader.
Poor people
Yeah.
too.
So it's the Resistance versus the Darth Vader group.
Right, but what happens?
Yeah, Bruce Jefferson.
I don't know if you want me to give that away or not.
That's
No,
the way I-
in the original.
my parents taught me.
Well, the
You have no money. And
Resistance, if they are the Resistance, is victorious in the end of the
send
film.
them on their
No, I'm talking about what's the plot of the first film?
The main story,
Yeah.
bothers me was
I always thought it was to stop the Darth Vader group from taking over.
Taking over what?
Probably it's the planet, the spaceship. I don't know.
dressing up.
Where did?
Hold on a minute.
Hello? Being a woman.
No, you have the wrong number.
Who was that? Who was that, Stan? Who was that?
I really don't remember. I sort of.
No, who was on the phone?
Oh, some wrong number guy. He said, this is Ben. I said, no, this is not Ben.
Ben? Okay, so, and you saw Spectre, right?
Then you're gonna have relationships.
Spectre?
Yeah, the film,
Necessarily, but
James Bond film.
Saw some of it.
Huh?
Yeah,
You saw the film, right?
right.
So, what was that about?
That was too complicated for me. I was going to ask you to explain it to me.
I haven't seen it yet.
Very complicated.
Who's the main protagonist?
to me, women are very.
The James Bond character?
Anyway,
Who is his name?
Huh?
The James Bond character.
James Bond.
Right.
Right. And who is James Bond's boss?
Don't know.
Does James Bond have a girlfriend?
So dress as a woman.
He always has a girl beside him.
Yeah.
Not a big deal about
I
that.
didn't realize she was
Yeah.
on the Kardashian show still.
Okay. So,
Very involved.
Oh, yeah.
what is the best movie you've seen in the last 5 years?
He is like,
The best film?
Yeah.
well, they could.
Well, apparently,
Well-
apparently that's not the issue. I mean,
Force Awakens is up there
apparently
with
he's
them.
still attracted.
Yeah.
This recent Star Wars film, The Force
He's not
Awakens,
attracted to men.
really a great film.
Right, but what other films besides
Very
that?
weird. So it's like
Last 5 years.
Birdman?
identify
Huh?
himself as a
Birdman?
Birdman?
That was great.
You like that? What was that about?
Right? I mean, I don't know. To me, most people that go and take that trend.
I believe it's about a writer,
because they're
a
men
screenwriter,
like men or, you know, most of the
and
time.
he's
So they do it, and then they attract other men.
a screenwriter, and what's going on with him? He sort of gets into these scenes, and they sort of connect. he sort of sees himself in the
Pretty
scenes,
wealthy, nowadays.
and they connect. The scenes
Where
connect.
is he though? Where's he located?
In a building, like a loft or something, and he has like these scenery rooms where he's sitting at a table or something, and the people are sitting at a table.
Scenery rooms?
There's scenes in these rooms of him sitting at a table.
Is he in a theater?
He is in a theater, and he has theatrical scenes happening in front of him, or he participates in those scenes himself.
Yeah, and then what
Then he
happened?
walks away from the scenes, and it's bizarre. He walks down corridors.
Yeah, but what happens?
Police, when they finally came out with the report,
Well,
they said
I don't
that
remember exactly what happens. I know how it
So,
concludes.
so why is it a good film?
totally false.
Oh, the characters are amazing.
Tell, explain the
And,
Birdman. What's he like?
Not enough evidence for like murder charges.
I think he's sort of embittered. I think that he's sort of misanthropic because none of his plays have ever really done well.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not gonna be a criminal.
Yeah.
They're going after damages. They're going after.
And?
What else can I say?
But what is he like? What's his character like?
I mean, you can't go
He's
after
misanthropic. He's sad. He's semi-angry.
Yeah? Now who's the other supporting character?
It's true. If it's the other, but now if because it's
This is the blonde girl, isn't it?
What blonde girl?
Blonde girl who's in there.
Who is she?
I don't know what her name is. I really don't.
I've gotten sued.
But the film itself
Uh-huh.
is so outstanding.
Okay. What's the greatest film you've ever seen?
Okay? Don't sue me for what I have, sue me for what I owe.
It used to be Ben-Hur.
But in his case, he
It
has.
used to be Ben-Hur.
Yeah.
So that's why they're going for it. Yeah, she was a Jewish woman.
A personal favorite is 2001. That's a personal
Okay. How does that open?
with an embryo, a child in an embryo, I believe.
It opens that way?
I'm not 100% on
I
that.
didn't know her at all, but apparently
Sometimes you have the monolith,
she's like
or
a
you have
Israeli Jew or
a sunrise and an earthrise.
What's the plot?
yeah, like that whole the whole community was.
Complicated, very complicated.
What is it though?
Yeah, that whole.
You know, it's arguable what the plot is, but I can tell you that to me, it's about what happens when you. It's about what happens when you're in space
Yeah.
and something inexplicable happens. And it's not like Star Wars where you have characters or Flash Gordon.
Who are the characters?
No, the monolith is actually one of the characters.
Yeah, but who are the other characters?
I don't know.
You don't know the other characters?
Oh, wow, Stan,
Who are the characters?
In 2001,
Yeah.
well, you have the two astronauts.
Yeah.
You have the two astronauts,
Yeah.
and they confer, and Hal, the computer,
Real
is out of
90
order.
mile an hour.
The computer is acting up like like Charlie 9000 over here.
Curveball.
Like Charlie 9000 over here, and you have to say.
That was a good hit, Stan.
So so the computer starts taking over.
Yeah. And what does it do?
Yeah, it's on my head.
It basically it kills the astronauts aboard is what it does.
It kills both of them?
Not those astronauts. It kills one of them, and
Yeah.
then the astronauts in the sleeping pods, and they get killed because Hal turns the machines off.
Oh, I see.
2001.
Yeah, he's trying to explain it.
The other favorite for me
Yeah.
is Fantasia.
Really? What's the plot of that?
Every film is a different film.
Yeah, what's the first part?
Can I remember? It's the one with the violins.
Yeah? And what is that? What is that represented of?
The violinists.
No, what's the piece that's being
Boy, it's
played?
really snowing over here.
What's the piece that's being played there?
Boy, got a snowstorm here, and we're not even in the mountains.
Just wait.
What the musical piece is being played, Stan?
I don't know.
Do you know any of the music that's in Fantasia?
Of course I do.
What is it then?
Toccata and Fugue,
Yeah, and?
Night on Bald Mountain,
Right?
There's others too. There's
What about the sorcerer's
the Nutcracker Suite
Yeah?
and Cicada and Few.
Yeah? You said that.
Oh, and someone with a dinosaur.
How about Ave
Spring
Maria?
something.
Rite of Spring.
Rite of Spring.
Ave Maria.
Ave Maria is another one.
That's for
Boy, Charlie's in a very violent mood.
Let's keep on with the review of film.
I think Charlie's going to join me.
What? This is an interesting film review because it's showing your reaction as you're reviewing the films. Your reaction to Charlie pinging you with the various items.
Snowstorm preview.
Yeah. So, 2001's your favorite. What's your least favorite film?
You know, we have a problem here.
Well, wait. Is that like a fish?
I don't think the fans will like this.
Why?
So if is that a bug? Is it an insect?
You tell me.
Well, it's hard to say what my least favorite film really is.
Yeah, so there's a snail.
I remember.
I said an insect. You said
What
that.
was it?
Wizard of Oz?
One year there was a film that competed against 2001 for special effects.
Yeah?
It was called Ice Station Zebra, and that put me to sleep.
You need like a pickle.
No, I'm already in one.
So let's change topics here.
You won one.
What's your favorite play?
This is the loser. Okay, Shiny. Pick a card.
Here you go.
Okay, time is up, Stan.
But there's a number of them. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Name one.
I like Shakespearean plays.
Name one.
A play, Stan.
Othello.
What
Yeah?
happened in that play?
What happened?
Well, Othello is, I think, is an abusive husband.
He was.
Oh,
Was. But who was Iago? Who was that?
I don't
who was
remember.
the bird in that play?
Iago.
I don't
The
remember.
bird, remember? And then
Also,
he sang songs in the tiki room.
Taming of the Shrew, I think, was another.
Yeah? And who was the shrew?
No.
A shrew is someone who talks too much.
Really?
Really?
That's not what I thought a shrew is.
That's what they say.
So,
Stan, do you have your phone?
Yes.
Let's look up shrew. Yeah.
shrew is not what you think it is, Stan. It's actually a rodent.
Harry just killed you.
Mickey Mouse. Really? Oh, you got it?
You got you. Okay.
It was horrible, Charlie.
Mouse
Oh, yeah.
was
What
very-
is a shrew?
This mouse was and when a mouse is pregnant, to make a nest so they can deliver their babies, okay?
Well, Stan?
I'm waiting. A small mouse-like insectivorous mammal with a long pointed snout and tiny eyes.
That's a shrew.
That's a shrew, Stanley.
Can you kind of, give us an impression?
Or a bad-tempered or aggressively assertive person.
Stan,
Right.
Can you give us an impression of a shrew that it represents the rodent? Just, give us an impression of that. What does that look like?
Let me coach you a little bit.
It's mouse-like, so it
Take
has.
No.
your glasses off.
Take your
Put
glass
them on
off.
top of your head.
Put them on top of your head.
Come on, put the glasses.
I'll show you how to become a shrew.
Okay.
Now,
Elongate your nose.
elongate your nose.
No. Now leave your glasses on top of your head. Glasses on top. Of
Glasses
your head.
on head. Now, Stan, put your front teeth over your bottom lip like this.
Yeah, that's it. And
That's it.
And make hissing sounds.
Piss.
Go like this. Go like this.
Chop your teeth. There.
That's it.
That's it. Stick your tongue out. To the right. To the left. To the middle. In. Out. In. There you go.
All right, so Stan, Taming of the Shrew is a very famous Shakespearean play, right? Now, what's the woman's name?
Again,
The character in Taming of the Shrew. Do you know
It's been a
her?
long time since
Her name is Catherine, but they call her Kate. Kate.
Kate. Oh.
Right. Now, you mentioned Othello. Now, What is Othello's problem?
He's overly aggressive.
No.
Is it really an animal? Is it an animal?
It's not his problem.
No.
He's not mean to women. He's not mean to his wife.
No.
That's what I was
No, what's his problem? Why is Othello upset?
How did you get it?
I can't remember.
Okay, Stan, let me explain something to you. Othello listens to too many people. And he listens to the rumors of too many people about what they're doing with his wife named
Kate.
Desdemona. Kate is from Taming of the Shrew. Desdemona is from Othello. Okay. So, see, what happens is, what color is Othello? Dark. He's a Moor. You know what Moors are? They're from Africa. They intermarried with people in Spain, and that's why you have dark skin. You see?
I thought that they were greedy people because they always want more.
They do. So, you're a fan of Shakespeare. How about Hamlet?
Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Okay, what happens at the end?
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Well, they pass away rather young.
Huh?
They're poisoned. They pass away young.
Yeah. But how? How? What's the irony of that? What's the irony of the film? What can you
It's been
extrapolate?
so long since I've seen the film. I'd love to see it.
Romeo and Juliet?
I'd love to see. I remember as a kid watching it and was just amazed by the portrayal and the cinematography of that film at the time. And I'd like to see it again.
You know what's interesting, Stan? I think each time I film you, you're losing a little more hair. You look much more bald now than you've ever
Okay, we're
looked.
acting it out now. We're acting it out. That's crazy.
Well, that's what happens when you get older.
I know. So we're going to conclude this interview, Mr. Simpson, and say adios until our next segment.
Adios.
Get on the route.